All right, my friends. I've delayed long enough. Uno momento, por favor. And there we go. We're good to go. We are good to go. Listen, I am 20 minutes late for the show today. Life beckons sometimes. Y'all know how it is. 7 days a week, though. You're going to get me right here at 9 a.m.-ish Eastern. You can set your alarms. I'll be here for you. Don't worry. Sometimes just dragging a little bit. I got a lot to do. Dad life, family life, business life. I wanted to get a bunch of different picks today. I spent a lot of time in the lab looking through the projections history, the simulation model. I was looking at the EV percentages on these plays, and then I ripped off 25 bets using the product. Posted those to Tails. If you want to check those out, DFS and Donuts picks, you can check it out there. And if you want to use the website today at any time, you are watching the show and you're like, man, I want more picks like this all day long. I'm going to be real with you. 2 best times to make picks using this product is going to be late night and right before the games. That is what I have found. That's how I personally view things right now. Multiple reasons why. First off, if you do anything late night, like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., midnight, if you're up, if you're awake, if you're around, you are in a really good spot to profit because you are likely going to get some really good closing line value. And then on top of that, if you have the opportunity to, and not everybody does, if you have the opportunity to do anything after a lineup's release during the day for MLB, you're going to get some really good value before the games start, because then you'll get a better read on the slate, especially for something like NBA too. Now, of course, with NBA, we're at the end of the season, final 5 games or so, it gets a little bit trickier. Anyways, I'm just kind of blabbing as I'm letting people come in. We got about 100 people tuned in already as we're a minute into the introduction. I do appreciate that. Remember, this is a second YouTube channel, trying to grow it. If you could hit that like button, subscribe here on the second YouTube channel. I'd like to try to get this one up to 10K or so before the NFL season. This is the live show channel. The other one's for the videos. So anyways, thank you for watching on X as well. For today's video, live show, bets for breakfast. Here's how it works. The far side of the screen, the big side, we review, we make more bets, we are studying, we are trying to, get better. We're using the product. You're making entries. We'll do underdog slips together. We'll look at Novig again. And on the side here, this is the mobile view of mysperryedge.com. I just leave it. It literally just sits there. And at any time, if you want to take picks from this list, it's not a bad idea. You got multiple tools over here. Sharp Money Radar. We'll look at Positive EV Finder. I'll tell you about them, how they work throughout the show. And one thing, with one caveat, that the plays above my head, I don't personally believe that all plays are created equal. That is literally just my opinion. So the sharp odds is not all books are created equal. Your Circas, your FanDuels, so on and so forth, Pinnacles, they're sharper than other books like BetMGM and BetRivers and Hard Rock. So we weighted different sharp books in different ways to give a calculation that creates sharp odds. And then you're simply comparing those sharp odds against the fixed price implied odds of a 2-pick entry on Underdog, a 3-pick entry on Prize Picks and Better, DraftKings Pick 6, so on and so forth. That's what happens here. On the Plus EV tool, we devig, dozens of sports books. We give you fair odds, and then you're comparing the fair odds versus, again, the implied odds of these other apps like Pick'em. Now, you can, for this show, I like to just leave Underdog up because I think it's fun. It's fun. I don't have access to Underdog, so I feel like I'm also serving the community more that doesn't have access to sports books. You want to use this for Prize Picks, for FanDuel, for DraftKings, for Better, for BetMGM, for Novig, for Fliff, for Kalshi, for Pinnacle, Rebet, ESPN, whatever. You can. I just leave it on Underdog. I just like to. It's easy. So I want to talk about this side of the screen. While you're looking at these plays, you can compare versus sharp odds and just run them. These are nice edges versus the sharp edge. Versus the sharp odds. they should be fine to play. I personally like to then take a second look and compare against FanDuel and Pinnacle, the two sharpest, in my opinion. So, like this play, Brandon Montour. I don't know if he plays for the Kraken or the Wild. I don't know. There's 5-6 games left in the NHL season. Some of these might be more important to some of these teams, less important to others. I have no freaking clue. But a play like this, better than the sharp odds, 5.8%. It's phenomenal. Minus 141 on FanDuel, minus 127 Pinnacle. That's something worth playing on Underdog if you have access. I would look to run that one in a 2-pick entry. And literally, that is all you have to do. Now, I want to talk about the results yesterday on the show. They did not go well. Yesterday was one of the few red days that I've had. You can see I've had 1, 2, and I'm about to have a third. I'm about to show you. This is not an actual green day. I just want to show you what happened and how I got all this profit on these plays. And then I'm going to show you what the results were for the show. It ain't good. We're down several units. Picks weren't good. It was just a tough day of betting all around. And hey, it's going to happen. I don't ever want to hide that. If anything, got to show those types of days too, because they normalize them. I was trying to open up Underdog here, and I want to see if that Montour play that I just saved is there. Hold on. I'm going to make slips today too, something I continue to forget to do because I'm yapping. Let me just double check. Was it over 2.5? Over 2.5 shots on goal. Okay, so there's one for Underdog. Yeah, I posted 25 to the VIP picks product. Yeah, it's all about transparency. Why do I want to hide it? Like, I literally, if I'm hiding it, I think it takes away the oomph. Here, let me zoom in a little bit on this side. I think it takes away the oomph a little bit of all the green. Like, if I'm like, look at all this green, and then I hide a red day. I mean, do you start to believe me anymore that these are actually green? No, you're like, he's lying. He's lying. Ain't no way. So let me talk about this real quick too. Matter of fact, let's go full screen with this. Off goes my beautiful face. And all right, check it out. So here's where the picks ended from the show. It was Tanner Bibby was the very last one. Now, how did I get these ones in here? You want to know? The truth is, yesterday afternoon, my developer, and I'll show you this in a hot second. All right, check this out. I'm going to go pending. You'll see this resolve all button. So my developer, and I just example. You ready? Whatever. Here's 3 of them. Resolve all. Boop. Resolves all your bets. Pretty cool, right? So anyways, my developer put that in there, and I was like, all right, I want to see this work the next day. So I went into the tool. I went right to the DFS optimizer, and I saved the top 8 plays, blindly saved them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 8 won. That's literally all I did. Where's the DFS optimizer? Again, that's this. That's what I'm using right now, the DFS optimizer. 6 of those 8 picks blindly won. And somebody's asked me before, do I need to do that whole, drop down, check, compare to FanDuel, compare to Pinnacle? No, you probably don't. You probably don't. You probably can literally just roll out these and just be like, well, Mitch, you already have calculated sharp odds. So let's just use the sharp odds. And you know what, my friends? Yeah, probably right. That's probably all you need to do. Hey, let's do this. Is this too small for you? This should be pretty good. Let me zoom in again. I'm trying to figure out a screen. I'm doing this on my PC, but I'm trying to give you a mobile and PC view. All right. So anyways, I blindly took the top 8 and they went bonkers. Let me go ahead and delete them though. And we'll go down to where Bibby was. And there you go. You can see it was a tough day. My picks on the show went 3 and 5. 3 and 5. Just no bueno. Not a good day. We already are 1 pick deep right here. Brandon Montour over 2.5 shots on goal. There's the Underdog pick. If it moves during the show, my sincere apologies. You know how it goes. With the DFS, it was probably 3 or 4 p.m., Dr. J, because that's when the update to the site happened. That's when it occurred for the resolve all bets button. All right. Cool. All right, let's make some entries though. Let's just get to it. My quick question for you all, and here's something I want to ask you before we make our bets today. We're going to make some underdog slips. So on underdog, so far this season, here's how the results have been. NHL 4-2. I barely ever touch them, but as you saw yesterday, it was phenomenal. NBA is 81-66. Like, that's okay. What's the hit rate for that? 14. 50, I'm trying to do quick math, 58% or so. I'll have to use the calculator. MLB is 41-18. All right. So yesterday went 1-3 in MLB. 41-18. So over 60, almost 70%. Do we want to continue to try? I mean, NBA it was much better, but look at since April has begun. Tough. Like the final week of the season is just absolutely garbage. Good for you, J Moss. I mean, literally, the late night stuff is the best. You're going to beat the closing line value on like 80 to 90% of your slips. What's up, Sherma? Greetings from Poland. Wow, that's pretty freaking cool. Thank you for watching, man. Do we want NBA at all? Should we just fade it and just play MLB? That's my quick question. I'm not talking about the cheat sheets. I already posted the parlay pieces for everybody, the VIPs at least. I am curious about for the tools today. Do we just want to ignore NBA? Or do you want to play NBA and understand that it is just not as good right now? It just ain't. What do we think? This show is for you. So if you want NBA here, you want NHL, I'll still do it. There are plays that look fine right now. These both are fine. This Pritchard plays. I mean, we got plays. Collins is fine. Like these are wow, these are all good. How we've been picking them, these all are literally every single one of them looks great so far. Holy smokes. I mean, there's a bunch of slips, but again, it's freaking NBA. It's terrible. So how about this? We can go down this list, but y'all need to understand that like this stuff is don't hold my feet to the fire over them. How about that? Can we agree? Can we agree on that at least? Like I will put these in here. We will track them together. You make your 2-pick entries with the list that I put together, but you cannot get upset with me when these are just horrific because all I'm doing is showing you math, okay? This is literally just math. I'm not sitting here being like, "Oh, the matchup, the playing time, the usage rates, the minutes." Like that's not how you bet on sports. I'm sorry, it's already baked into your lines. But you can't get upset with me. You just can't because you said keep NBA. And I'm sitting here showing you NBA ain't working. So are we clear? Are we clear? Because I'm telling you, the last week or two of NBA has tanked the win rate. And I'm not even betting on it anymore. I'm just not. It's not a sport I care about at this point in the season. Yikes. It's a big yikes for me. These are all good. They're all here. I mean, sooner or later, something's going to pop up that's been removed, right? Or bumped. Do not get upset, though. No NBA blowouts. That's what I mean. It's so disgusting right now. Dude, I would not use any of these on a streak. I mean, I am trying to be as transparent as possible. Like, I am so happy to show you this stuff, to put these in a list for you to use if you choose. But I'm literally telling you right now also that these are horrendous plays. I don't care what these trends and game logs are showing me. I don't care about the projections right now. I don't even know how much I can rely on their games, their filters, their trends, matchups, DVP. It's literally like DVP sitting here. This is a great spot. Like 10th, 9th worst against shooting guards. He should have opportunity. The projections have him over. And meanwhile, he's been under a bunch. But the math is telling you Trey Johnson under is a fine option today. And again, I don't know what to do with it. It's not a sport I want to bet on right now. So just do what you want with this. Do what you want. Jonah, this is not a bet. I did not create a Pickett. I'm not trying to be Pickett. You can use Pickett if you'd like. My entire goal with this saving my bets tab in the very beginning was to simply just create something for me to track what I post on shows. Like I wanted a way to just be transparent through my shows. That's it. And then people watch the shows and they're like, "Hey, can I have access to the bet tracker?" And I was like, "I don't know. Let me text my dev and see if I can give them access." And then people were all like, "Okay, can I now save them from X, Y, and Z?" So we kept tweaking it, and then it comes to a point where like, guys, I don't. Can we have charts? Yeah, sure. Let's make charts. At some point, it's like I'm not trying to be Pickett. Like, go use Pickett if you want. You know, pay. They got $40 charge or whatever it is on their tool nowadays. Like, whatever, go for it. I am simply just trying to have a way that like, if you want to track your process on the DFS optimizer, you want to use the Sharp Money Radar, you want to save this and be like, how are overs doing? You know, like you can do that. I mean, it's a really easy way to look and say, all right, unders for underdog are not working on the positive EV finder or whatever. Like that's all this is. I'm not trying to be a tracker app. No shot. I want nothing to do with it. There's great ones out there. Why do I have to try to be them? Jaylen Brown over 10.5 rebounds and assists. Listen, this isn't the DFS optimizer. It's a, DVIG'd line on top of that compared to FanDuel. Beautiful. Novig minus 139 has $145 of liquidity. Oh, you can't see past my dome. Look, we added the liquidity there on the EV optimizer now. Like, this is a good play. That's a really good play based on a million things. Herbert Jones. Hey, this was on the DFS optimizer as well. Look, they're on FanDuel. Profit X says minus 139, $115 liquidity. I don't see Pinnacle. It might be too early for Penny for NBA, but like that, we saved that for the optimizer already, though. I might have to remove that one. I think that was another one that was there for both. Sharp Money Raider has no plays right now, but I think I don't have NBA selected, and I only have underdog selected. Again, I showed this yesterday. There are so many plays that you could be playing. I mean, here's one for Prize Picks. I'm not doing a Prize Picks show. I don't use the app. Garrett Crochet, under 1.5 earned runs. You have $4,300 coming in on the under for Garrett Crochet. Is it? I can't even remember how to say it. Someone tell me. Is it crochet? Crochet? I'm guessing it's crochet. Looks like a crochet. 3-pick entry for Prize Picks. And there you go. You've got I can't use this one. I can't, I don't want to log in. It always logs me in live. There's a play. We can save that. Sharp Money Raider. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so you can go right down this list. Sometimes plays pop up I'm uninterested in. Sometimes they pop up and I want them. It's totally up to you what you want to do with this information. There's a lot of different sports books you can connect. Again, the Sharp Money Radar, I think, is potentially the best thing to be using these days. So it's also partially why I don't show it on the show. I want people to go try it out, talk to me and chat about it. I'm happy to use stuff like this, though. Anyways, there we go. We got a bunch of plays. I don't want to track anymore. I just hate it. I think you're all going to lose money betting on the NBA. I think it's gross. You could do it all day long. There are so many NBA plays. How about this? Let's go ahead and remove NBA. And let's just roll with MLB and NHL. You good with that, Chad? Are you okay with that? Half of you seemed like you wanted NBA still. You clearly are the sadists among us. You fade NBA like your ex. It's a nasty sport to end the season, man. It is gross. It is gross. MLB picks for sure. There we go. I missed some of it. No NBA. Yeah, there we go. MLB, says Sanchez. Okay, I missed comments. MLB only. NBA is too chaotic. Ridiculous. Okay. MLB props. NBA is trash. One person really likes the option NBA. Hopefully he got those in there. The only NBA stuff you play is Fires. Yeah, I don't blame you. He's so freaking good somehow still. So, all right, let's do some NHL. Let's do some MLB. Let's be selective. There's going to be a lot of options. Here's whom, and again, I don't even know who these people are. Over a point. So a point. Jimmy, what a name. Snoogerud? I love it. I'm not gonna know what I'm looking at today. The math is math in here. I've heard DK is actually quite sharp with NHL. I've never added it to the sharp odds though. For the weighting system, Pinnacle still gets a significant amount. Let's go ahead and track that bad boy. All right, we got baseball one. Let's check it out. Drew minus 128. That's good. And I do not have Penny in a pinch. I will use this. This is over 4.5 strikeouts. And let's remove NBA from this as well. Sorry. So we got MLB and NHL. I have no other filters on my optimizer. Markets, I'm using all of them. I just removed the game markets, but I'm using all the markets for NHL and 12 markets for MLB. You can't see underneath my head, but they're there. And again, the plus EV optimizer, tons of plays you could have if you add all the books in. Literally dozens. As you see the filters down here, you can't see, but there's 191. I am going to remove them all because we're using Underdog today, but you could sit here and use Novig and things like that, which we do from time to time while we're doing the show. I mean, Chi-Town, it's just up to you. I don't think there's anything like my thought process. I don't have one right now. It's so early in the season. I personally am leaning on projections a bit more because I think that's what I've done all my life. But it doesn't mean it's right. That's the other part of this. Like everything I'm showing you today, this is just my take on things. I don't want to sit here and be like, this is the way. This is the only way you can bet to make money. Like, when has sports betting been black and white? The only black and white approach to sports betting is, following the math, the money. Even following the models is not black and white. I don't think it can be. Math, money, and models. The only way to bet on sports in 2026. Stop looking at game logs. If you've noticed over the past, 6 months to a year, I'm not sitting here looking at game logs anymore. Like that stuff is a thing of the past. A question to ask yourself too. As soon as you saw FanDuel and Underdog and Prize Picks and these apps, FanDuel Sportsbook, DraftKings, I think added something. As soon as these books and apps added graphs and trends and game logs and stuff into their player cards, it should have been the first signal flare that this stuff isn't actually helpful to win. Because if it actually helped you win, would they be putting it on their app? No. Stop looking at that stuff. I have made sure that if you want to look at it and you want to use it, that it's beautiful and you can look at it on the site. You could do all sorts. Oh, you can't. Wrong screen. Doesn't matter. Whatever. You can do the research. You can look at last year's data if you want, how they do last season, so on and so forth. Go crazy. Go crazy. There's metrics, pitch counts, pitches thrown, batters faced, all this nonsense. You want to look at it, go ahead. But I'm telling you right now, it is all baked into what you're looking at, man. Nick Pivetta under 6.5 strikeouts. The only thing that matters to me is the fact that we are beating the sharp odds by 4.2% edge. You want to add a secondary, decision in your decision tree. It's, maybe compare to FanDuel afterwards. And if you're not beating it by a significant margin, maybe you fade it. Pittsburgh sucks. They can't swing the bats right now. Under 6.5 strikeouts could be a little tricky. The number is good, though. It's been a great one. Do you want to run it? Up to you. It's up to you. Again, this is not black and white to me. the math says it's a great play. Personally, I like to also then compare to FanDuel, and I like FanDuel to be worse off than the sharp odds are showing. So, like if FanDuel said a minus 131 or something, well, then I liked even more. So, again, I am not telling you black and white answers. Bet365 is they're a very difficult API. Jared McCann. Let's find some great. There's so many options. Let's find some like delicious plays. The thing about NHL, and the reason why I usually do not post it on the show is I'm not entirely sure what the top several sharp books are for NHL. Like we blindly just use the same ones we use for NBA and MLB, Pinnacle, FanDuel, so on and so forth. But I don't entirely know what else I'm supposed to use for NHL. And it makes me a little nervous to make some NHL picks on the show without that common knowledge for myself. I don't know. Maybe somebody here knows that's watching. By the way, thank you so much. We got 250 people tuned in today. I'm hoping for a huge day for the fam. Just an absolutely epic day. Let's go ahead and remove those. What are we, 10, 12 picks deep today? Lots of NHL to the point where I don't want to look at it. Oh, boy. All right. You want to talk about something that's really tricky. It's Paul Skeens. Are you ready? Here's where it gets really tricky, my friends. My bias right now makes me want to run it. So I see a 2.4% edge. It beats the sharp odds, but you know what? I compare to the sharpest couple books here, FanDuel included, only a minus 122. Like, could it be better? Yeah, it could. Same with Nick Pivetta. Maybe playing Pivetta and Skeens in its own slip, knowing that they're likely volatile, is the way to roll. Like, I didn't like any of them. I actually didn't like either of them. So maybe just plugging them in there together is the play, because then we're not concerned or worried about the outcome as much, because I don't feel like I'm wasting a play. Does that make sense? Oh, check this out, y'all. I should show you this before I move forward. So we've been showing you on the projections tool. Very exciting. Very exciting. We've been showing you this history tab, right? And we've been showing people how to make money using the history tab, researching all the different markets. And you can find certain markets absolutely smash, certain bet grades, A plus unders for RBIs are winning 81.68% of the time, so on and so forth. You go to the games, and when you look at the game, let me clear all my stuff. When you go to games for 2026 and you look at MLB, 61.84% of the game totals on the projections, the simulation models, have profited. That's absurd. That's absurd. 61.84%, 94 and 58. My favorite part about that is most of the totals, you're getting minus 102, you're getting minus 110, you're getting such good odds. So if you're winning almost 62% of your bets, and let's just say the aggregate odds is like minus 110, you are rolling in profit. That's a great market right now. You're above the break-even number for spreads at minus 110 as well. Money lines will be a little tricky. Some of these plays are plus 130. Others are minus 180. So, I think you're probably in the clear there. If you blindly took all the money lines for a small profit, you're definitely in the clear for spreads for a small profit. Actually, I don't know. Run lines are a little different, right? Some of those can be kind of juicy. That's interesting. So maybe totals would be just the most ideal to play. I posted them as such. But anyways, let me show you the best bets. Check this out. We actually did something the other night, yesterday. We took the history of the model and the markets for all the different, all these different categories, all the different bet grades. We allow you to do this research. However, yesterday we launched the best bets tool. Now, of course, yesterday, of course, the day we launch it was the worst day that we've had of the entire MLB season since it started on March 26th or 25th. It was literally the worst day out of 2 weeks, 13 days of betting the sport. And it was the worst day, unfortunately. And sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. It was super unfortunate to watch occur, but you can't win them all. And I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it when it happens. I got nothing to hide. Nothing to hide. So do what you want today with this page, but understand that I think it's going to be fantastic. I do. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. The best bets tool, I think, will be phenomenal when you go through this and you start researching larger sample sizes. That's part of it. I think you need to understand that sample size is important. Now, you could look at this and be like, wow, for A bets, all right, they're 11-2 this year for earned runs. Well, that's pretty cool. When you go to the history tab, you can actually dive deeper if you'd like to, but we're showing individuals. So if I want to check earned runs and maybe I just want to go look at all A's, well, earned runs on the season for A's are 30-10. How did I select that? Well, I just went to earned runs and I selected the all A's category. All right. So you can do it like that. And then you could break it down to smaller steps, or you can simply come to the best bets tab. We've also set this up in a way right here. See how it's listed? So if I were to screenshot this and then use like Gambly or Quick Pick or Action Network, whatever theirs is called, you can use this, make photos, and just make bet slips, your lists of plays. There's a good one. Nice list. So like you could screenshot, boom, screenshot and run. You got a list of 6 picks to go. You see what I'm saying? Now, understand that these will also update today, so I wouldn't blindly take things right now. They will update based on lineups and weather throughout the day. You can see like A minuses this year for total bases are 30-5 when betting the under. It's been a great market. I mean, total bases for A, 117-44. So put all those A's together, and I mean, it's a 147-49. I mean, absurd. 67% win rate? No. What is that? 147 and that would be 75% or so. Almost about 75%. So on and so forth. So that's a new tool. And again, it's early morning. I think you got to be moderately careful. One thing I wanted to show you. So yesterday, I tracked it on the back end. let me get this link for you. This is pretty cool. I just saved it on the back end because I wanted to track it for myself and be like, how did it go? So RBIs, here's the photo that I saved. And I made that's very zoomed in. So I used this photo and look at the overs. See the A+ overs? Overs for RBIs. Okay. I'm gonna check that off because you can't see anything. Oh, this play move that I was looking at. Darn it. Kikuchi under 5.5 strikeouts was beautiful. And it moved. Anyways, let me stay focused. Stay focused, Mitchell. You can do this, Donuts. All right. So I had this list here. Let me zoom in. So unders did poorly. There were so many big scoring runs type games. Look at overs. Now, one thing I want to tell you about these. All right, overs went like 10-5 or something like that. 10-6, 11-7. I don't know. It was good though, because the odds on these were like, I'm not even kidding you, plus 140 to like plus 200. It was insane. Like Jordan Walker was a plus 180. I showed that one in chat yesterday, the MySperry Edge members chat. So I've got an idea of looking at these overs. Watch side overs. All right. Let's do A+ only. All right. So A+ overs this season for RBI bets are winning 73.5%. 73.5%. Chi-Town, sometimes it just takes a minute or two to remove once the math catches up. This is absurd. Knowing that most of these, watch, like CJ Abrams, another guy I was talking about yesterday for RBIs. Well, look. Are you joking me? That's a plus 247 on Novig. Let me make sure I don't get logged in. Okay, never mind, I don't. Perfect. Look, deep linked, opened up a plus 247. What are we doing? Are you understanding me now? On top of that, like my guy has an RBI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 9 games. That's 2/3 of the games. CJ Abrams. That's crazy. Novig, code Donuts, DONUTS. The best exchange in the industry, and it's not even close. The same way I feel about Underdog being the best pick-em app because they're 3.5x payout. Novig is the best exchange, and it's not close. I just posted a Novig link in chat. Use code Donuts, DONUTS. That's absurd. Plus 247, CJ Abrams. Freaking amazing. Go down this list. I'm going to show you the odds of every single one. You ready for this? Plus 200 for Andy Pages. Bro has multiple RBIs in 5 of 10 games. Wow. Ben Rice. Hitting in the heart of the order for the Yankees against Aaron Savale today. Carlos Correa in Coors Field. Plus 125. What? We're getting a plus 120 for Christian Walker in the middle of the lineup in Coors Field against Kyle Freeland? I don't get it. This might be the secret recipe. Drake Baldwin plus 180. Freddie Freeman. What does he bat? Like third behind Ohtani, who's always on base? Plus 165? I just don't understand. Plus 140, Jeremy Pena doesn't have an RBI yet. I think he bats top of the order for the Astros, or did last year. No, that might be Altuve. Plus 130. Now, of course, like if Houston gets blanked, you're in trouble, right? But they're against Kyle Freeland in Coors Field. I know it's not midsummer, but still, elevation and all. They put up 4 or 5 runs. You're getting a few of these guys probably cash, plus 140, plus 130. I mean, you could probably just fade Houston outright if you're concerned about that game, too. How about that? And just run all the others. Like, again, this is crazy to me. And to make a bet slip, you're just grabbing this right here. That's all you need to select. You got yourself this. You take this photo, add that to your quick pick list or something. By the way, we're building a parlay builder, so you can do stuff like this right from the website. That'll be included with your membership, the Sharp Edge membership. And bang, you've got a list of plays. You can run these out. You got plus odds for every single one. CJ Abrams plus 247, so on and so forth. So anyways, this bets tab, I think, is going to change the game for members. Honestly, like I can't be more excited about what that is going to be. It's just going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Yeah, I can. I've already got it. I already created the quick pick link on the back end, so I could do this after the show. So I'm way ahead of you, Chris. I was already thinking about you guys. Just because I put my money where my mouth is, I am going to enter a quarter unit bet on every single one. I can't do it live because I get a strike for the channel. I'm going to do it on DraftKings because DraftKings and FanDuel are the only two that don't have me limited in some way, shape, or form. Just entering them right now. Wow. Page is plus 193. Freddie Freeman plus 159. CJ Abrams 247. So on and so forth. Every single, all 11 plays are plus odds. Whoa. All right. I got to show you this, but maybe I don't enter. You ready? Check this out. Please don't ding me, YouTube. Mother brothers. I never thought about doing SGPs out of this. It's already there, bro. It's already there, David. Like a little two-piece action. Freeman and Pages, RBI in the same game, plus 600. I'm telling you right now, everybody running out like 15-leg alt-line hits, parlays and stuff for a plus 600. You're much better off doing like a two-pick entry right here. Just like a Pages and Freeman ribbies, plus 600. All right, those are entered. And because I'm an absolute degenerate, imagine the plus 638,000 wins. I always put like 10 cents on those because heaven forbid they go 11-0 somehow. You know, my 10 cents turns into 638 bucks. You know, like I ain't even putting $1 on it. I know it's going to lose. But if it won and I had nothing on it, I would cry. Oh, my back. Oh. Oh my gosh. I don't like that one. What do we think of that? That was a pretty cool idea, right? Top 3 money line, man. I wouldn't even lean on it. I just showed you history tab, games. Like game. Oh, MLB. No, not 2025. I want 2026. Bro, play the totals. Bet on the totals, Adam. Totals are smashing. 9-2 yesterday off 8+ ribby overs. Let's go, man. The RBI overs is going to be honestly maybe the secret recipe from the model. I'm going to post it today for people, but going forward, you know, just go get it. Just log in and go get it. It's the simplest thing on earth. I can't screenshot everything. I mean, literally like the best bets page. Remember, there's a lot to sift through, and I'm not going to highlight every great angle on the site, every single little thing that I find that might be a beautiful endeavor. You got to do that on your own. You know, do this on your own. There's a lot here. Many different ways to win, to profit. It's absolutely crazy. Honestly, it's crazy. I could sit here all day and do. I love living in data. These are simply just betting patterns over a 70% historical win rate based on our model against the sports books. So the fact that I've uncovered one that is, and I never would have found it by myself, but one popped up that was plus odds. Like all those are plus odds. 70-something% have won at plus odds so far. 10 games through the season. It's very small sample size. But it wasn't like a nothing burger for a sample size. We're looking at 250 bets. 250 bets. Like that's a decent amount, or 200, whatever it was. That's not a nothing. That's not a 9-2 Sandy Alcantara over 1.5 earned runs. Like 11 bets for an earned runs prop. Like that ain't enough. You know, it's just not. 250 though, or 200 bets. I mean, that is plenty to hang your hat on. MySperryEdge.com, my friends. Grab that link right here. Optimizers, researching, you do your trends. I saw somebody post something the other day. They did the, what was it? Not hits, was it hits, runs, RBIs? They did all the 100% hits, runs, RBIs plays 2 days ago and parlayed all 5 of them and cashed all 5. It was like a plus 700. It was crazy. I was so impressed that I never even thought to do anything like that. Appreciate you being transparent. Yeah. Dude, I mean, why wouldn't I be? I feel like if I'm transparent, it helps you. Like, we can't, the industry bothers me because everyone, they just, like, why aren't we just being honest and showing, both the success and fail? Because the failure normalizes the success and vice versa. Like, you got to show both. Otherwise, it just looks like fool's gold. Because if I'm only showing wins, what a snake oil salesman I would be, that you can win every day with this product. Like, no, you can't. You know what, though? These shows, you have won a ton, over 85, 90% of the shows, we walked away with profitable picks. And you only believe that because you've been a part of it and because I show the losses when they come. I don't think I want to add anything else. I have a 2% edge minimum barrier here. You could always remove that if you choose. I like to be a little bit more strict with what I end up choosing. That's part of my personal process. It's rare. That's unfortunate that transparency is rare. Isn't that annoying to know that? Because I know it is. And it's sad that me being overly transparent is like a space disruptor in the industry. Like, isn't that kind of sad if y'all really think about it for a second? Like, that's pretty sad. It's sad that somebody being honest and transparent and showing losses and things like that, like, oh my gosh, man. Kind of sad, a little pathetic. Oh my gosh, dude, that and X is I can't stand betting X. It is just brutal. It is brutal. Like, the amount of people out there that are hopping from one app to the next. They're selling this pick'em app. Use my referral to this, new exchange. Like, no, y'all. Like, why aren't the only two you should be pushing to your followers? If you actually care about them being profitable bettors, you'd be telling them to play on underdog with the majority of their pick'em liquidity because of their 3.5x payouts. You're not chasing 8x underdog slips. You're doing 2-pick entries at 3.5. The only time you're playing any other pick'em app is if you're playing discounts, and all the other pick'em apps that watch this show are probably DMing me right now. Oh, come on, man. No, they're not. I'm probably a nothing to them. But same for exchanges. Like, why is anybody playing anywhere other than Novig until the other apps get better odds or offer better daily promos? I mean, Novig has a 25% boost every day for parlays right now. Like, grab the RBI parlays from the projections here and run out a 3-legger and use a boost. Or, grab top 3. I don't even know, guys. There's so many options. Right? You grab 3 plus EV optimizer plays and play a totally math-based 3-leg parlay or 2-leg parlay, whatever you got to do to check the boxes to be able to use the eligibility of 25% boost and do that. Like, on Novig. I can't stand. That's one thing that you're sending me down a path that it just grinds my gears. Like, I cannot stand what I witness on X. I know. You ain't wrong, Zach. I'm going to post that RBIs thing in Discord. Let me get a photo of the results for that, actually, too. That was pretty cool looking. So that was overs, RBIs. That was the A+ group. 178 and 64. They've won 73.5% of the time. Every single bet plus odds. This could be special. This could be a special day. I hope it works. I hope it works today. I mean, you know, it's what, day 15 of the MLB season. What would really be frustrating too, and you know, I wouldn't be shocked if it happened here, is like the day I freaking highlighted, it goes 1-9. I've had bad luck with that lately. Twice I've highlighted something, and the day I highlight it, it has like its first bad day. You know, and I understand that's probably just simple variance and regression to the mean. But boy, is that frustrating. You know, like total bases. Let me show you an example. And I feel so bad. You know, I feel so bad about it. But like, let me show you total bases. It's been a boom market. Like, here, I'll go to full transparency for total bases. All right. Oh, and we're looking at unders. Unders. We'll do all A's and B's. How about that? Let's just so you can see. 71.92% of the total bases have gone under per projections. They had been like 25-2 for like 3 nights. I posted 6 of them on Saturday or something on X. 6-0 parlay sweep. So then what do I do Sunday? I'm like, hey, y'all, total bases. This is a really dope market. Total bases that day went like 5-7. I don't believe it. Strikeouts. What you know, 68% of strikeout projections to the under have profited on the year. I post the one night they go 10-5. The next day they went 2-7. And then yesterday I didn't post. Oh, yesterday I did post them. They did profit again. That was good. Good thing I went back to the well. I should have gone back to the well probably with total bases then. You know, so it's like I want you to understand too, if you're one of the people who uses the products here, stick to the script. You ain't wrong. I should probably just run them. Just run them, right? You're going to get rinsed some days, but other days you're going to absolutely clean house. And if you just run every day, you experience them both, but you know, in the long term, you're up. You're up. But if you're always bouncing around, and maybe I'm telling myself now, if I'm always bouncing around, I'm just going to keep on, you know, chasing success, so to speak. And chasing, you know, chasing success, looking at the grass is always greener on the other side kind of approach. Chat, you're quiet today. Chat is usually bumping. Chat's been like mute. Been mute today. What's up? We just taking it in? We okay? We doing okay? We collectively hurt? was yesterday that painful for you? A quiet group today. I don't like it. I'm posting a cheat sheet to X real quick. Nerfy cheat sheet below and more to come. Oh, by the way, we're making a Nerfy model. It's almost live. I think people are really going to like the Nerfy model. So, we've got all sorts of cool data. We got a ton of simulation upside. So we figured, hey, let's roll out, and we'll put it out there in beta mode, but let's roll out a Nerfy model, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right, work is piling up. Gotta love it. All right, I'm scheduling out all my stuff now. All right, y'all. I'm just seeing messages I got to take care of. Trying to come back to earth after a really good month of March. Too much quantity, less quality. It's so easy to fall for the big win parlays. Yeah, no doubt, Michael. It's tough, man. People are excited. Hey, what's up, David? Will I be posting more UD plays in the Pick'em channel? I mean, does it help? I can't use the app in my state. I mean, I had that 3-day run in Florida this past week, which was amazing, which is why I was doing that. I mean, it was fun. I made money. You all won money because of it. 3 days of profit. I downloaded and synced Juice and Pickett and showed the profit, both apps. 3 days in Orlando with Underdog was incredible. But when I'm not actually playing it, I don't even think to ever post. What's up, Mamba? Bounce back day. Yesterday's behind you. Should be, man. 365 days a year to bet on sports. You got to be able to let go of the bad ones. It's always another day. You got to pace yourself too. Just taking it in today. That's why we're quieter. It's okay. It's okay. I think the excitement, everyone came kind of crashing down a little bit. We were riding so high. Riding so high. All right, my friends. Good day. It was fun. It's a good stream. I enjoyed hanging out. I hope I've helped you in some way, shape, or form. We covered a ton of picks. There's a lot, we covered a bunch today, a bunch. Again, a ton of them were the NBA picks in the beginning. MLB, there's not a ton of picks for MLB on the optimizers and stuff early morning because, two things. Number one, people often wait for the lineups to start dropping. And then once the lineups drop, people start to bet more. And then when they're bet more, the lines start to shape. And then, the apps lag behind certain books. And then that's when things work more. So for MLB, you absolutely have so much more time or so many more picks as the day goes. That's the problem, J-Moss, is like, even when I posted those, like they moved, like half of those slips had moved. I had made people that day, like what, 3.5 units or something. And like, I had barely anybody tagged. Like usually if I have a big day of posting things with my picks, I get tagged 10, 12 times in the winners channel and chat with photos of their wins, their picket, results and whatever. That day I had like 2 or 3 people tag me, be like, thanks for the UD slips, and I was like, okay. Like half of what I posted had already moved from a 3.5 to a 2.97, a 3.08. So it's just tough. It's just tough. You ain't wrong, brother. I think what would probably be better, and maybe I'm just thinking aloud now, is if I posted plays while they were there instead of like going and getting a second play, a pair. Like, hey, boom, here's a play. And like maybe you already got one on deck. You know, maybe you're like, man, I really like Reynaldo Lopez under 2.5 earned runs. And I really want to pair that with something. And I'm going to wait for the most ideal play. And then like 1:30, I post something and it's like, you know, some pitcher prop that popped up on the positive expected value optimizer, you know, the EV optimizer. And you're like, boom, there it is. Bang, entered. You know, maybe we do that. I don't know. All right. Thanks, y'all. I'm back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Bring some energy. Bring some energy. Hopefully today's a huge day for the fam. Huge day. Because then I know you come back with more energy tomorrow. This is the first bad losing day. Monday was probably the worst results we've ever had since MLB has begun. And you can tell the difference in chat today. So I need a big bounce back day for y'all. I love you. I appreciate you. 9 a.m. Eastern. I'll be back tomorrow for Bets for Breakfast, my friends. Don't forget, let's get paid.